Oh no, Dad's in the kitchen. It's so gonna get messy.
Hey guys, right, we're going to make some homemade mincemeat of the sweet variety, not ground beef, the one with dried fruits in. So, start with the spices. There, I've got the seeds of 3 cardamom pods. I then have some ground dried cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, mace, and that in that corner is just 1 twist of ground black pepper. You don't know add more, but it just gives it a little bit of heat and warmth without making it taste savoury because of all the sugar that's in there. That'll balance it out. So they're going to go into there. Next we're going to add some liquid. I've got 200 ml of sloe gin. And ooh, check me, I foraged the sloes myself. So we're going to add that to the spices. Next, we're going to use 500 grams of dark brown soft sugar. And then we'll add this into the sloe gin. Now you can use other alcohols, you don't have to use any alcohol at all. But if you are going to use an alcohol, other alcohols you can use are like brandy, a dark rum, sherry. So 500 grams of dark brown soft sugar. Now I'm going to try and get that sugar to dissolve into the gin. So I've got the sugar to dissolve into the gin, and now I'm going to add 1 kilogram of dried fruits, raisins, sultanas, currants, a little bit of candied citrus peel in these as well, but I'm also going to add some extra candied citrus peel. So that's 1 500 gram bag going in. Another 500 gram bag of mixed dried fruits. Now I've just bought these from the shop, off the shelf, and you pretty much dictate it to what comes in the packs. You can make up your own blends if you want to use dried cranberries, that kind of thing. Right, I'll give that a stir and get it all nice and wet. Little bit more candied fruit peel, 200 grams candied citrus peel. Now this next thing I'm going to add, there is an alternative option. I'm going to add 400 grams of shredded beef suet. If you don't want to use a beef-based product, there are vegetarian alternatives available. You can get vegetarian suet. I'll be honest, where you get it from, I don't know, because I've never gone looking for it, but it is out there. So next, it'll be the zest of 1 lemon. You can also put in the zest of an orange, but I haven't got any oranges in, so you use what you've got. It's either that or I get my big coat on and I go out to the shop. I'm going to core and finely chop 1 Bramley apple. You don't need to take the skin off, just chop it up. So I'll do that now. So dice your apple and try and do it quick as well, so it doesn't go brown, and get it mixed in to that alcohol and sugar, and that will further stop it going brown. I don't see any reason why you can't add a squirt of lemon juice to this mix. It's purely up to you. Try it. Lemon is a bit of a Christmas flavour after all. It goes very well with this kind of thing. So I've got some more apple to chop. So I'm going to mix the last of the chopped apple in now. A thought occurred to me before. I think I've referred to the apple as a Bramley apple. And if you're watching in other parts of the world, somewhere like America, Canada, hello by the way, I don't know if you call it Bramley apple. It's all I mean is a Bramley is a variety of cooking apple. I'll be honest with you, pretty much any fairly sour, sharp cooking apple will do. Doesn't have to be a Bramley, but it just so happens I've got some Bramleys. It's quite a common cooking variety in the UK. Quite a few people grow them. Right, now then, options. There's a couple of things I can do with this now. Well, but before I do, whichever way I go with it, what's going to happen next is I'm going to cover this and with cling film and leave it in the fridge for at least 24 hours. And every now and again, I'll just take the cover off and give it a good stir so that the juices, can you see the juices there? All the fruit gets evenly covered, and because it's laden with sugar, it'll help what we call macerate and get even more juices out, and it'll just all blend into one gorgeous flavour with the spices that we added as well. So after about 24 hours, then what I can do is I can either pot this up into big plastic storage Tupperware type boxes, food storage boxes, with a lid, keep them sealed, and they can stay in the fridge for about a month, or I can get sterilised jars, right? A good way to sterilise them, not so much this one because it's got the plastic insert, but if it's just a pure metal jam jar, you can put them in the oven on a low heat, or if you have a dishwasher, you can put them on a dishwasher cycle, and the heat and the steam in that will sterilise them. So long as whatever you put it into is very, very clean and it's been sterilised, it should last in your fridge for about a month. Because remember, all the sugar and alcohol that we added in here, they're preservatives. People have been preserving food using those two things for, well, a lot longer than I've been alive, put it that way. Just a nice little idea, if you've got some fancy jars and a little bit of cloth and some ribbon to cover the lids with, makes nice presents for people. And then don't forget, you're not going to eat this raw, so the bits of suet, unpalatable really in that state, but when you cook it, for suet, read fat, that will melt into your mixture when you make mince pies or mince tart or whatever. And good times will happen when you cook it. Right, so that's my boozy Christmas mincemeat recipe. Leave a comment, guys. Let me know what you think of this, and also if there's anything different that you add. For example, some people add chopped walnuts into their mincemeat mixture. I personally don't, but there's nothing stopping you. So if there's any different items that you guys add when you make it, leave a comment underneath, let me know. Also, if you don't make it and you just buy shop bought in the jar, let me know that as well. Right, as always, thank you so much for watching. So here's a finished jar underneath our Christmas tree, waiting to be given to someone that we don't like. I mean, a loved one. Thanks for watching, guys.